Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is the TVP T 5051, the Tier 10 Czech medium tank. It's located on the eastbourne of Sand River, and it's under the command of the Bassman from Hell. And yes, we did a replay featuring him on Fisherman's Bay only just recently. Game on! Well, this project was started in January 14, 1950 and discontinued on March the 4th, 1950. Yes, it didn't last very long. There was no prototypes and just the blueprints. Apparently, it was going to be a very fast mobile with a very, very good gun. It's a 100mm gun capable of 320 alpha, and with standard ammunition, it will penetrate 248mm with standard APCR, and with heat rounds 310mm. It's also got a decent top speed of 60 kilometers an hour, which is sort of light tank region, and so it's very, very fast, very, very good at shooting, but it does have a problem. It has low armor. In fact, the best armor is on the front of the turret. It's only 120mm. Front of the hull is only 85mm. And the rest of the tank is fairly thin, so it is vulnerable to enemy fire. Now, there are Arty in this game, so I expect the Arty to be having a go at him at the very least, and he's moving up on the enemy already because he's spotted a number of enemy tanks, and he's decided to switch his round to the heat rounds. He's going to be coming up against some opponents with armor, and he doesn't really want to tangle because he's not a heavy tank. He doesn't have that thick frontal armor. He has speed and the ability to dump his load into them very, very quickly, and I don't mean that in the biblical sense. I mean he can fire 4 rounds in 4.5 seconds and take 1,280 hit points of damage out of the enemy, and they know that. First shot, second shot, third shot kills the target. A Patriot's just gone down. A heavy tank has been eviscerated with just one clip, and he's popped the reload straight away, and he's using that Object 2684 to keep them at bay. Although that T62 seems to be rather eager to get over here and do some damage because he knows the baseman is in reload. Yes, he managed to get 1 round into us, and it is a 100mm round, but look at this, this guy's now in trouble, and he's out the game. So that's 2 kills now. This is how effective this tank is. It's an assassin tank. You come up on the enemy and you just blast the rounds into them, and there's nothing they can do because the shell will just go straight through. It's got such a good penetration. Great DPM. Clip reload's fairly, well, it's okay. It's longish if you compare it to a batch at 25 ton. Standard reload is 23.97 seconds, and the baseman's got that down to 21.89. Oh, another enemy tank goes, and now they've only got the TVP, and he's going to take that guy now. Oh, he didn't get it. He does with the next round, though. Took a full clip to do it, but now he's got 3 kills. Oh, he's on a mission, this guy. He's got 2 marks of excellence on the barrel, and was it 2 marks? I can't see 2 marks. No, maybe I'm wrong. But he's on a mission. The last time we saw him play, he got a first class, and I think it was a high caliber and several other medals, and it was a good game because he was actually instrumental. Even got some air there. And now he's on a mission to really mark this thing. And look at these heavy tanks are about to get a shock and a half. He's now going to blast 4 shots into the E3, and I think he might claim him. Yes, he does. That's 4 kills. See what I say about this being an assassin tank? Yeah, you really don't want to be on the enemy side when there's a TVP roaming around taking individual tanks out. It's much more capable than the Baraskich doing this, because of course the Barask, it's only got 2 shots which are 105mm. This thing's got 4 shots. Doesn't do as much damage to the Barask, but close. Oh, he could get the kill here. He does. 5 kills. And now the Barask is the next. Oh, he ram kills the Barask for a Top Gun. A ram kill on a Barask. He just nudged him. He knew he could do it. Oh, the enemy Arty doesn't like him. He saw that. Oh my gum. He's taking advantage. He's spanking the enemy. Literally. Okay, he's loaded. 1 shot. Didn't go through. That one did. Go for lower plate. Oh, the Viper goes, and the kill shot on the Viper goes to the Lorraine 40 ton, who probably kill stealed that one because he could see what Bassman was doing, and of course he knew he had an option. Oh, Lorraine 40 ton goes down to the enemy Arty, which is the GW Tiger P, and I think Bassman says, right, okay, time for the Tiger P to die. I know he's an Arty player, but he's going to go in there and he's going to take the guy out. We just passed one enemy tank he's just spotted, and I think that guy's about to get reamed anyway. But I think it's time for the GW Tiger to meet his doom. There's only 2 enemy tanks left, the Lansing C and the GW. He's about to find the GW. He's found him. The GW is getting ready for a shotgun. Not going to help him much. He does try. He does get some damage. But he's gone down, and that's 7 kills. There's still one enemy out there. He could get a Radley's, but it's the Lancer C, and he's in the far northeast side, so it's a long drive, and I don't think he's going to get there in time, even though the Lancer C is still in perfect health. Don't you just love battles like this with players who really know what they're doing? In fact, I do know that he's actually taking instruction on how to play medium tanks. And that's it, the game's over, they killed the Lanson. That was an incredibly impressive game by BassmanFromHell in the TVP T 5051. It was his first ace tanker in that vehicle. Yes, you only get the scrolls underneath when you get it the first time, and he got it the first time on this occasion. He also picked up a fire for effect for doing more damage than the hit points to his own vehicle, a sharpshooter for getting 10 or more consecutive shots on the enemy. He also got a duelist for taking down 2 tanks who damaged him, a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits, in fact he got 11, and he got the Hand of God for surviving the battle, having received damage from at least 4 different enemy tanks or more. He also picked up a high caliber for dealing the most damage in the game, and a top gun for getting at least 6 kills. He had 7 at the end. He was 1 short of getting that Radley's, but I'm afraid his teammates were just too keen to end the game early, and of course they killed the Lancer C before he could get even close. But yes, very impressive win rate, 10,375, which is super unicum and a lot more. And that sort of level, you can expect to have 3 marks on your barrel very, very quickly indeed. Let's have a look at team score. Definitely the highest damage in the game, 6,136 hit points, which is double than the next highest score in the game. And he killed that guy with a ram kill. That was the Barask on the enemy team, got 3,010. So he had double that easily. And the next highest score after that was the Object 268 version 4, the Bobject, who actually got 2,568 hit points and did help the Bassman from getting some damage on the enemy team and stopping them from getting at him. That Type 62 or T62A did try to get at him, but it was a big mistake for the T62A because he only got 1 shot at Bassman, 1 penetrating shot, but then Bassman reloaded immediately afterwards, and that was the end of his game. So I think he made a bit of a mistake trying to get at Bassman in the first place. When it came to kills, Bassman got that one as well. 7 kills to him, 2 kills to Lorraine 40 ton, who died virtually immediately afterwards to an Arty shot, but he did have fairly low hit points, and of course to the Barask on the enemy team, who was their best player. And when it came to base XP, yes, he's got that one too. So he's got the top in all 3 columns. He's the only player to get over 1,000 base as well. 1,277 base. That's a very, very good score indeed for a tank that's owned by a lot of people and played very well indeed. Well, Bassman played at Unicum level at that one, super Unicum level. The next highest scorer was the M40, M43 on his team with 897. He picked up a Confederate. And the TS-54 also got a Confederate in that game as well. They didn't get anywhere near as much damage as the Bassman did, but you can see how effective a TVP can be in the hands of somebody who knows what they're doing with it. 26 shots fired, 25 direct hits, incredible accuracy. Only 22 penetrations though. He had a bit of a problem with one of the enemy tanks, but he corrected that immediately afterwards, fired another shot in, and that one went straight through the turret instead of actually going through the side of the vehicle. 6,136 hit points of damage, most of it at close range. He did get 620 hit points of damage at long range. 3 hits received, 3 penetrations and 1 splash. Yes, I did say the armor on this thing's fairly thin, and the GW Tiger did not want to go away without a fight. Good for him. He did fight to the end. Of course, there's no way you can drown in a GW Tiger P on that map, but he did put up a fight, and good for him for trying that. 5 enemy vehicles spotted, 9 enemy vehicles damaged, 7 killed, 600 hit points off spotting assist. Now, he earned 81,452 credits in that game, but he did opt to go to the premium rounds right at the start when he realized he was going to be up against enemy heavies, and it was the correct decision because that gave him the extra pen that he needed to get through those guys and, of course, to generate as many kills as he did. He ended up with a loss of 55,034 credits, but he's going to be expecting to do that from now on at a tier 10. If he's working his way up to the 3rd mark, I would expect him to virtually play every game, if they are like this game. I mean, this is exceptionally good, but if he plays the game like this, it won't be long before he gets his 3rd mark. In fact, I would say very, very quickly indeed, probably 100 games or less. And on top of that, he did get a nice amount of experience, 3,831 altogether. So hands up for, or clap hands for BassmanFromHell in this one, because he certainly did perform at a very, very high level. I did say in the last game, actually, that I would look forward to seeing his ace tanker in the TVP T 5051. I didn't realize it was going to be only a day or so later that he sent it in. And so, yes, definitely, I'm very impressed indeed. And I look forward to seeing him marking this and getting up to his 3rd mark because, yes, he's certainly going to be a very, very deadly customer to come across. I did actually as well say that he is getting instruction. He is. Somebody's actually telling him because he's not a natural Arty player. He doesn't like heavy tanks, but he is getting instruction on how to play the mediums. And that's why he's getting so good because he is getting informed what you need to do, where do you need to go, how to use it. And obviously he's taking that on board and proving that he is an exceptionally talented medium player. If you enjoyed that replay, please give this video a like. Do subscribe to our channel. Leave a little comment down below because it feeds the algorithm. And thank you for watching.